You're having trouble finding consistent elite enemies on endgame, and when you do find one, you're stuck shooting that tanky enemy for several minutes just to get that one elimination, and all that work just to get Chroma Flux camo unlocked? Well, what if I told you there's actually an easier way to find elite enemies on the map and an even faster way to eliminate them? There is, and it's going to require some prep work. The first thing is you're going to want to make sure that your operator actually has a skill called Bulldozer, and specifically on Bulldozer, we're looking to get to Explosive Resistance level 3. Level 3 Explosive Resistance allows you to have full immunity to your own explosives. This is going to be important for step 2. And step 2 being, you need to make sure that your secondary is going to be a launcher, specifically the Arrow 109. The Arrow 109 is literally an insane weapon to have. It literally destroys pretty much everything on the map. You can also use this and solo it against Dr. Faulkner if you really wanted to go that far. But the idea is basically that you want to use the Arrow 109 at the start when you guys are going to be fighting those elite enemies. You're going to use this to chunk their HP going all the way down, basically until they're almost a one-shot. Swap to the weapon that you actually want to use to get to that Chroma Flux camo and finish them off with that, and it should only take a few bullets. And then obviously from there, you're going to repeat that 10 times over and then unlock Chroma Flux for that weapon. Now, typically, this is going to be the standard loadout for everybody that is going to be wanting to get this. However, there is something else you can do that will make it even easier to unlock Chroma Flux camo. Instead of needing a very specific operator ability or even having the launcher Arrow 109, you could get your hands on a very specific exotic skill. And that exotic skill is going to be Mega Punch. This makes your Chroma Flux camo and fighting these elite enemies even easier. Mega Punch replaces the gun butt of your weapons with deadly punches, basically just turns you into One Punch Man. And the amount of damage that this Mega Punch, this weapon gun butt basically does, it will basically take over you from just shooting enemies almost altogether. But of course, in the same concept, you want to chunk them with the Mega Punch all the way down to they're basically a one-shot and then finish them off with your weapon. Now, if you guys do have Mega Punch, you do want to be careful when you guys are using this method, because if you do have it upgraded fully like I do, there is a chance that you could actually mess it up a little bit and not actually get the kill for Chroma Flux. If you guys take a look at my Mega Punch, it's actually fully upgraded to level 3, and it actually states here for the final upgrade, chance to trigger a photon round that damages enemies and drops a healing capsule. Basically what this means is when you guys are chunking your special enemies, your elite enemies, whatever have you, there is a chance that if it triggers during that moment, and let's say there's only a little bit of HP left and you would typically go to switch to shoot with the weapon that you want to get Chroma Flux on, if that photon round actually triggers, it would be enough to actually take that kill away from you, kind of kill stealing it, and you would still get the kill. It just wouldn't count towards your camo. So if you have Mega Punch 1 or 2 right now, I would highly suggest, if you don't want that to trigger, don't upgrade it to level 3. And with that said, let's get into the map and show you guys the route that you guys can use to find all of your elite enemies really quickly and unlock yourselves Chroma Flux. So we're actually going to be starting on this portion of the map over here, which is basically just going to be whatever you guys see here. So it's going to be primarily our character here. It's going to be this big portion over here, and sometimes over on this smaller island near this little boat dock. If you guys are lucky enough to get the supply disruption, this will actually be pretty good as well, because there is a chance that you will get like a Deadeye sniper or something like that spawning in there. If you guys do get that, and we're going to see if we get that during this game as well, that is just an additional elite that you guys are going to be able to get during your match and just give you guys an extra kill on top of everything else. But you guys can see here, an elite spawned almost right away, an amalgam, and there's actually going to be a very particular way as well to tell which kind of elite you're going to be wanting to go to, because there's actually 2 different symbols, and that's something you want to pay attention to. We're going to go one more punch here, finish it off with our gun here, our RK9. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our camo, and we are 1 out of 10. So before we go any further, if you guys actually look at the minimap there, you guys can see that we do have the elite sign and there's no other symbols around it. That is basically what you guys are looking for. Whenever you guys have that icon that has just the elite symbol and no like little dots around it, those are the ones that you want to go to, because these are the ones that are going to be a lot easier for you guys to grind on, as well as how much HP does he have left? I can't really see it. He keeps pushing me back. Hello? Oh, there we go. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and shoot him, finish him off, clear the rest of these guys out. That's why Mega Punch is just so crucial here. Oh, Torrent. There is a chance. Yeah, I think it's because of Mega Punch. There is a chance that the photon bullet or whatever from my Mega Punch might have accidentally stolen the kill, or it also could have been from the side effects of Shattered Shield, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm just going to go ahead and help this guy take this section out here because we kind of want this area to despawn as well. It kind of takes away one of the potential spawn points from here, but we're going to go ahead and knock that out, knock all these guys out. But you basically want to try your best to reduce these spawn locations so that we have more spawn locations for our elites as much as possible. And it's a good idea for you to basically always be looking at your map. Like, there you go. We got 2 spawned right there. So we got 1 more to the right, and then we got 1 over here. But taking a look at these triangles, these elite symbols, we basically want to pay attention to that. But as you guys can see, Mega Punch basically will just rip right through their HP, and we just want to pay attention to it and then finish them off with our gun, and we are at 2 out of 10. There is a good chance that the Shattered Shield or the photon rounds from using Mega Punch may have affected and actually killed the last one, which is why it didn't count, but this should be number 3 if we do this right. You can see that Mega Punch is shattering right through all of that health. We're gonna go ahead and finish it off with this, but he is running away a little bit. There we go. We can now go check, and we are up to 3. That's basically all we are really doing here. We want to check our map every once in a while because there is a chance that they'll spawn just outside of our mini-map section, like over here. They do have a chance to spawn over there as well. Once you guys get over here and you see that they're not over here at this like little boat area, which is that island over there, you can basically start making your way back. Sometimes they'll actually spawn around here as well, which is essentially this spot over here where you can see all the zombies are spawning. But there is a chance that they'll be there and a chance that they're not. And you guys can actually see right here, an elite actually spawned, and it's because of this supply disruption. So because we know it's here, there is a good chance that this is going to constantly respawn for us. You're going to see we have the Phantom Marksman. I think I called it Deadeye. I think that's like the lower tier name for it. But we can weaken it, kill him, check. And I don't know if Photon affected that on our... Nope, it's 4 out of 10. We're actually good. There's another one there. I'm actually going to ping it and hope that it doesn't despawn before I get there, because sometimes it can do that. You're going to see that happen a good bit. Let's go ahead and just drop on down to this guy. This should be our number 5, I believe, if I was keeping track. And you can see that right after we do this, we are basically halfway through already unlocking Chroma Flux, which, again, also puts us a step closer to getting to Genesis Camo. There we go. Elite enemy elimination. Let's go and check. And now we're at 5 out of 10. As you can see. Oh, there was one right there. You guys did see it there for a second. There's a chance that it just despawned out of range. And so that's going to happen sometimes. I have found that as I'm moving around, if I go ahead and ping the elites before they have a chance to despawn like that, they have a better chance to stay. We have another Phantom. Finish it off. This should be number 6. Let's go ahead and check. And that is number 6. So we're actually doing really good times. The spawn is actually doing really good for us right now. So usually what I do here is I will take a look over here. I don't see anything. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move over to this island. But I do want to show you that we do have another elite that just spawned. Now, without actually looking at the elite, we can see that this elite has 3 dots on it. That is most likely going to be the Mauler type of zombie that we don't actually want. And if we go look, there he is. He's one of those that have like those different names every time. For whatever reason, fighting these guys in particular, these Maulers, they don't actually count as elite kills towards your Chroma Flux camo challenge. But we're going to go ahead and actually fight him just to show you. And I'm going to be chunking him mostly here with my fists, which is nice because you can see that it is leveling my gun as well. But he's almost dead. I'm going to go and finish him off. Let it calm down a little bit. It did say elite critical enemy kill or something like that. And we're still at 6. So I don't know. I think it might be just a glitch. I'm not too sure. We can see another one of these guys spawned up here, which is great. We barely even had to go to the other side that I wanted to go to. So let's go back up here. You guys can see he's right there. 2, 3, maybe 4. Finish him off. And if we did this right, we should be up to technically 7. So if we go... we are at 7. So we're actually making insane time on this. So I'm going to go ahead and check out this location here again. Doesn't seem like anything spawning. And then I'm just going to keep checking on the map just in case they do spawn behind us like they kind of did before. There's a chance that one will spawn over here. And I think I just saw one at the last second. And you can see this one again has the 3 dots on it, which when we go check it out, it is most likely going to be a Mauler. And there he is. It is a Mauler. So I'm actually going to go ahead and ignore that one. If we also look as well, Surprise Box is actually actually respawned for us. So there's a chance that we get a rhino. It's almost like this is scripted. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and get the rhino. Finish it off. This should be number 8, I believe. And we are up to 8. So this is going very, very well. Very, very quick. Sometimes the spawns can be a little bit finicky, and you're going to have to be going back and forth a good bit just to get this done. But it is what it is. But I found, at least for me, going for Chroma Flux, this is probably one of the fastest routes that I've ever had to do. This guy is back here already. We can go back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, if you guys don't have what I have for Mega Punch, you guys obviously can go ahead and shoot them. It's going to be the only way that you guys are really going to be able to do it. Or you can switch to the arrow if you have it, weaken them, then switch over to the gun that you do want to work on that camo for, and then shoot them out and finish them off that way. It's kind of the same thing. Instead of using Mega Punch, use your arrow. With that kill, that brings us up to 9 out of 10. We can go ahead and take a look at the map here. Nothing seems to be spawning. I can leave the rest of their underlings and stuff over there too. Make our way down here and just kind of see what's going on. Someone left a dog here. I guess they were doing a contract or something like that. Let's see. Nothing here. There is something here, and I'm pretty sure, again, that one has 3 dots on it, so it's most likely going to be a mauler. We can double check that. So if you guys were ever curious about that, you don't want to go and fight these mauler type of guys. They don't count for the quest for whatever reason. I don't know if they're ever going to update that, but something you guys can keep in mind of. That is crazy. Look at that. Again, this has spawned up yet again. That will be number 10. 1, 2, 3, and maybe one more. Finish it off, and that should be a Chroma Flux. There you go. And that was only a few minutes, so that was actually insane. What we can do, we have the Jaeger. I'm pretty sure I've already gotten some. I'm at 8 out of 10 for this one, so we're actually gonna fly out on this one, see what's going on this ridge, and something spawned. I'm looking at this triangle on my mini-map, and I can see that it doesn't have any dots around it, which means it's definitely gonna be the one that I want to go to. And luckily, we have the Elder Disciple. These guys get absolutely shredded, especially with the Mega Punch, but we're gonna go ahead, finish this guy up a bit, and then we're gonna go and finish him off with our pistol. We were at 8. This should bring us up to 9. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this space out, and we are up to 9 out of 10, and we leveled up our gun by basically punching and not even really shooting, except on that Elder Disciple. Just wanted to see what's in here. Oh, Neko 12. Okay, we could definitely work on that as well. So we basically need one more, and if I didn't even have to check the map, I could see he spawned in already. So this is definitely one of the greatest spots you could be getting your Chroma Flux unlocked at if you guys haven't been using this location already. And that's another Chroma Flux right there. I am going to go down to the bottom here, see if that little box is still down there. And we can also check my challenges. I don't have any more Chroma Flux to work on except for the Arrow 109. We can go and pick up the Echo 12, see if we can work on it. We can. So that's like unlocking what? We just did 2. Technically, we did 1.5-ish because we, worked on something else, but that's okay. Constantly take a look at the map here. Something spawned and something spawned back here. I'm going to ping that. I know this guy over here, yep, is another Mauler type. But that one down there, did he despawn? Oh, he did despawn. This Mauler is going to be here. We're going to have to try to get away from him and at some point get him to despawn. Go ahead and beat him down with our Mega Punch. Or if you guys wanted to, you can switch to the arrow. Weaken him that way as well. I don't have the gunner skill that would let me reload faster. I also don't have tactician that would technically let me constantly be able to shoot if I'm killing more than 2 enemies at a time. And luckily enough, they're still here. 2, 3. Let's go one more. Finish it off. And let's get that Chroma Flux, baby. There is another gun. I don't think he actually dropped anything for us. No, he didn't. And we're going to go ahead and hit that exfil. If you guys are ever worried as well, like maybe that you think that you're not going to be able to get your Chroma Flux, like for whatever reason, you're trying to get the last one, you just need one. You can always remember that these exfil, these VTOL exfils will always guarantee at least one spawn for an elite, but they're going to call them something different. It's going to be like the Cradle Champion or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and clear all of these mobs, and like I said, having Mega Punch is going to make light work of all of this. It's actually going to be a joke. And you know what, instead of doing a cut on this part, we'll just do this all in real time. We even have a Spectre showing up. Usually these guys will suck the life force out of you, pause, but we can actually just go ahead, walk around. Even a regular Mauler, we can just shred right through this and not even worry about it. Nice. Flying enemies, no big deal. We are basically One Punch Man at this point. Light work. Now we're going to get the Cradle Champion. That would spawn in as our elite. I'll switch to the arrow. We can see that I'm actually at 5 out of 10 for my arrow. And after killing this guy, this should bring us down. This amalgam, also named as Cradle Champion for these exfils, should bring us up from 5. And this should make us go up to 6. So we finished them off with the actual arrow. Let's take a look, and we are up to 6. Hey, you guys should have been eliminated with the rest of them. And there you guys go. That is basically Chroma Flux route here at Zone 4 in a nutshell. You don't have to go all around the map looking for them. You can literally just go back and forth. And if you're lucky with the Phantom Marksman spawn, you saw that literally carried so many kills. I would agree. That is definitely a mission success. And then check out these rewards here for the After Action Report. We started with the RK9. It was at 0, got all the way to 10, and finished off that with Chroma Flux. We finished off a little bit that I had left over for the Jaeger 45, and then we ended off there with the Echo 12, also from 0 going all the way to 10, and we still had like 20 minutes to spare or so we could have gone to look for another weapon, pick something up, and then work on at least even another Chroma Flux, and left with probably 4, maybe even 5 weapons depending on how fast those spawns were going. But there you guys go. That is one of the fastest ways you guys can eliminate your 10 elite enemies with whatever weapon you guys are using to unlock Chroma Flux here on Endgame. And of course, if you guys enjoyed a video like this, consider dropping that like and also subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be uploading more videos to help you guys out for all of your Endgame Black Ops 7 needs, as well as once we're done here and get that Genesis camo, we are going to be moving on to zombies and Warzone. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys enjoy content like this. But as usual, if you guys are watching this video, I'm probably live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/FlipArtz live. The link is going to be down in the description below. But either way, I'm going to catch you guys next time. I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Arts out.